Over the span of a year, I've spilled tears twice, begging God for forgiveness and guidance, thanking Him for at least giving me sanity since I had lost everything else. Imagine having a passion for children and then proceed to lose two of your own. I got these locks the same day she called me crying, trying to discover another word for death. Our baby dissolved before we got the chance to meet them. The doctors had already taken what was left. I laughed, looking at the bottom of bottles for 2 months after that. You see, the aftermath is exactly what they say it is in the movies. For a month, it was like she removed me from her memories. Neither one of us had the energy to cough up a conversation. We would just spark up and call it dating. The entire time we were dilapidated, destruction creeping in between us while unknowingly she was creating a brand new life again. This time a baby boy. She carried him for 15 weeks before his spirit grew weak and we wept. 3 days before my birthday, we were introduced to death again. How could I celebrate? I spent that day alone at home, stomach hurting, hurtling over the guilt trips, hurling up self-hatred. I always felt like it was my fault. Why didn't I love her long enough for the both of us? Why didn't I hold her long enough to see it through? You see, if I was to tell the truth, our relationship was never stardust and pixies. The pictures we posted only painted false images. You see, we were gods to one another. But I often only worshiped myself. I prayed to God, but that didn't help. My heart was already hardened, and I guess my heirs had already received that same inheritance. On Father's Day, y'all, of all days, on Father's Day, she brought me back to ring, and I never felt so ringed out. You see, empty. Empty was an understatement. So I filled my lungs with gas, and I tripped for the next 4 months. For months, I didn't know what to do with all the broken pieces of myself, so I gave them to everybody else. Y'all, I'm sorry for never hitting the brakes. For weeks I dreamed of crashing and drowning, but thank God, because this creativity right here is what saved me. See, I might not have any kids yet, but see, God gave birth to me, and I figure, isn't that enough to stand here and give my life to others? You know, they call me just a collection of seeds, but believe me, y'all, I'll be more than a handful. And God gave me more than a mouthful and a head full of memories, so please, I need you to keep your hearts open. I'll pour out what I can and squeeze out the rest, because y'all, I'm finally healed. And I finally feel whole. And I finally feel blessed. You see, death no longer has a hold over me. I will live, laugh, and love out loud even after God calls me home. I no longer harp over what's gone, because I'm learning that just like grace, my life itself is a gift. So I'll do what Jesus did and continues to do. And I'll give my life to everybody else, too.
Come on.